In this video, I want to talk to you about perseverance. So my name is Shonda Miles. I am a high performance coach, and it took me 9 years to get a 4-year degree. And I was working on my bachelor's degree, and I was struggling. I had all these different challenges, right? Like we all do. Life was happening. I was pregnant with my third son. 21, 22 years old, and I was trying to get my degree, and there was just all kind of things that happened. With my third son, I was sick every single day, throwing up every single day. I just could not make it to class, and so I quit. Then I start again, and then I quit, and I start again. But I was determined that no matter what, I was going to get my degree. I was, at that time, degrees were important. People wanted degrees. It showed that you were committed to a field. You could make more money with the degree. It opened more doors. And so I was determined, and I didn't care how many times I quit. I was going to keep going. I was going to find, you look for resources. Chemistry class I was taking, I kept failing the chemistry class till I finally got into a study group with people who knew more than I did, who could help me. Just like coaching, right? We find somebody who has accomplished what we want to accomplish. They have a blueprint, the roadmap. They've done it before. They can tell you the steps on how to get there. And that's what this study group did for me. They helped me to get, a passing grade in chemistry. And so when you're on a path and you're trying to get somewhere, you got to know that there are going to be failures. There's going to be setbacks. There's going to be mistakes. There's going to be challenges. But the important thing is to keep going. You start looking at, okay, what do I need to change? Are there things in my life that are distracting me, discouraging me, pulling me in the wrong direction? What do I need to adjust? And so getting this degree, it really taught me about, so to me, when you get a degree, there's more than just the education that you get, right? Because you got to build, especially with your master's degree, there's a level of resilience that you have to have in order to be able to finish a master's degree, because it gets hard, right? Especially because I got my bachelor's degree, and then right after that, I went straight forward and got my master's degree. And so there's a level of resilience. There's a level of patience. Because there's just things that are happening in life, and you're still having to keep going no matter what. And what happened is you realize that this is the goal. The goal is to get your degree. The goal is, or whatever the goal is for you. You realize that this is my goal. No matter what, I'm going to accomplish this goal. And you realize that if you got to quit, sometimes you got to stop because things are out of your control. Sometimes you stop because you quit prematurely, right? You think it's hard, but you don't realize that it's going to be harder if you don't accomplish this goal later. There's going to be more regret down the road. You realize that the payoff, if you do this, the payoff is so much more than what you could imagine. The payoff is what you need for your life to change. You need to do this so your life can be better. You started this journey because you needed a different life. You needed a better life. And so when we start out on these goals, sometimes we don't realize that it's going to be hard and that we're going to have to change. In order for us to get to where we want to be, we got to be better people. We got to change our habits, our attitude, our thoughts, and our environment. And so when you're working on a goal, you just know that you're not going to just change by getting whatever it is, losing the weight, getting the education. You're going to change on the inside. The things on the inside of you are going to have to change for you to get to where you want to be. So know that change is going to happen. And change is messy, right? It's hard. We get comfortable. We want to stay in the same position. But if you want your life to be different, if you want your life to be better, and I always say, think about how you want your life to be in 10 years. This thing that you're working on, if you get this, how will your life be in 10 years? How will your life be in 20 years? And when I looked at, in that case for me, a bachelor's degree, I was trying to get a bachelor's degree. My income was going to increase like $20,000 or $30,000. And who doesn't want that, right? Because even though $20,000 might not seem like a lot of money right now per year, extra that you're making, $20,000 over 10 years could add substantially, and even more in 20 years. So look at the payoff. Sometimes we don't realize that this goal that we want is not just good for us to accomplish it right now. This goal is going to pay off for us year after year after year for our children. Your children see that you've accomplished something major, that you've overcome fear, that you've persevered through a hard time. When things were not like you wanted them to be, you kept going, you kept trying, you kept making mistakes, but you get back up, you bump your head, you get back up, and you keep trying. No matter what, your kids are learning these lessons essence, while you're enduring, while you're going through this, you're still being a woman of integrity, a man of integrity. You're still showing up, keeping your commitments. You're doing the things you're supposed to be doing every single day, even though you're going through these challenges. And so my bachelor's degree was tough. Those 9 years was tough. The starting and stopping was tough, but I was determined to do it no matter what. And that's how we have to be with our goals. We got to be so focused, so determined that no matter what, all these obstacles are going to come. No support group, no income, or little bit of income or not enough income, whatever it is, you just keep moving forward. You keep going, just knowing that it's not going to be easy. The payoff is going to be huge. It's going to be worth the effort. Your life is going to be better. Accomplishing this one thing, your life will be better in 10 years. It'll be even better in 20 years. It'll be even better in 30 years because you made this step. You've taken this action. You've made a commitment. You stuck with it no matter what. And change is hard, but we just got to know that if we want to be better people, we want to be different people, if we want a different life, we want different circumstances, we want things to get better for us, we got to change. And it's just one day at a time. If that's what you got to do, one day at a time. If it's one task at a time, one step at a time. But just know that you've got to take some steps. You've got to do something different. You got to show up whether you feel like it or not, when you're tired, when you don't want to do it, when it's hard, when you'd rather be doing something else, when you'd rather be watching TV or on social media. You just keep going forward no matter what, knowing that your future self is going to thank you, knowing that your children are going to thank you, knowing that your grandchildren are going looking at you and seeing that you're doing something that seems like it was impossible, seemed like it couldn't be done, seemed like you tried and failed over and over again, but you just kept going. So persevere even when it gets hard. Keep going even when it gets hard. No matter what anybody says, keep moving forward. Keep doing it for yourself. Keep doing it because your life is going to be better. Keep doing it because you're going to be so happy you did once you accomplish it. And once you accomplish a goal, a major goal, you are never the same because you know now that you could have done so much more than you have done, but you still have accomplished this goal. And you just keep moving forward. You just keep accomplishing more and more goals. It's when you quit and you don't realize how much potential you have. And so research indicates that we use less than 10% of our potential. So imagine how much more stuff we could do. Just imagine how much more stuff we could do. We could be doing so much more than we're doing right now. But it starts with sitting down, getting clear about what you want, writing a plan, creating a plan, just write down the steps that you need to do in order to get to where you want to be, having a deadline, working on that plan every single day. It's just steps. A plan is just steps wrote down. You can put them in order of priority, things that have to be done before other things. And every single day you're just working on it. We have these pockets of time every single day, all of us, where we can say, okay, this is a 5-minute task. I'll do this right now. This is a 10-minute task. I'll do this right now. I have this free time. Somebody cancel a meeting, you're waiting in line or whatever. Keep moving forward no matter what. Persevere no matter what. If you quit, you're not going to be happy because you started a new journey for a reason. You started because you wanted your life to be different. You started because you wanted your life to be better. You started because you could see a different life for yourself, a better life. And so just keep going so that you can get to where you want to be.